Hi, here's a little session on how to read music. The staff or stave that you will see in music books has 5 lines. For a guitar player, this bottom line here, the lowest line, is used for the note E. Where this is on the guitar is string 4 fret 2. Here's string 1, string 2, 3, 4. When you get to string 4, perhaps using the fingertip, trace along it until you meet fret number 2. The frets are these metal bars hammered into the fingerboard of the guitar. This white bar across here is called a nut, and the very first fret after it, that I've got my finger lying across, is fret number 1. Fret number 2 is there. So once again, string 1, 2, 3, 4, put my fingertip on, and find fret number 2. And the place to press is just next to the fret, not on it, but you won't get a good sound from that. Just to this side, not the other side, not the side nearest the hole, but the side furthest from the sound hole. Squeeze between the thumb and the fingertip, keep squeezing, rest the thumb on string 6 very lightly, helps to keep the hand still and stable, and then take the tip of the index finger, push down towards the hole, and then pull the finger towards the palm, out the way of the string. So push in, pull out of the way, keep squeezing, otherwise what you'll get is that. You have to squeeze with the left hand, or the right if you're left-handed, but with the other hand anyway. One hand plucks, one hand squeezes. That's a whole topic, which I won't cover right now, about how much you should squeeze. But for now, squeeze enough to get a clear note. There's E. The exercise I recommend, let's go back to the stave, is trying to make a connection between touching the E line and hearing the E being played. So this is what I'm going to do. E, play 3 times, stop the string sounding, try to repeat that, play it back in your mind. I don't know if touching your head will help or not. It helps me. Now I'm going to do it without touching my head. E, stop. And then when you're happy with that and you can actually hear it in your head, which is extremely likely, then go to touching the E line and try to play it in your head whilst doing that. E, stop or mute, and then try to reverse it. Try to now play it in your head, play it with the finger on the E line, play it on the guitar, back to the finger, E line, back again, and see if it's stayed as that pitch on the journey from here to the stave to your mind. I'm sure almost everyone has experienced having a song or a tune on the brain that they don't like. I won't mention the various songs that really annoy us and go round our heads, otherwise they'll just start up. But it just goes to show that it's a very rare thing to not be able to hear music in your mind. I do know of at least 2 people for whom that is true, but that's 2 in a lot of years. I don't think there are many. If you're one of those unfortunate people, then this video is not for you. I'll have to do a different one. So there's E, string 4, fret 2. F is string 4, fret 3. And when I say F, I mean this F here, the one above the E line. That space there is used for F. Now, I think I might have already said, but I can't remember, that the way of remembering the lines for a guitar player, E, G, B, D, F, and the way to remember the spaces, F, A, C, E spells face, these mnemonics or memory methods are good to an extent, but it's far more important to be able to build up gradually your knowledge of the E line, what it should sound like, hear it played in your mind, then play it on the guitar, than learning that every good boy deserves fish, Every good boy deserves fish. Fish, that must be F, because fish begins with F. It's a start, but it's far better to slowly build up your knowledge. If you can learn one note a day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then after a little over a week, you'll be able to touch your hand and play tunes to a greater or lesser extent. Let me go back to the E, play a couple of times, stop it. Now the F, fret 3. And now I'll try to play a tune in my mind using E and F. Oops, sorry. You get the idea. Make some simple little thing up using E and F and then play it on the guitar. Can you play it in your mind before you play it on the guitar? Keep doing it and hopefully that will happen. As I said, building up the steps slowly is the thing. E, F, G. Important to tell you that the musical alphabet only goes from A to G and then restarts. So imagine it, a ladder going up from the floor or way up into the sky, and the notes will be as follows: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and so on. So it's important to get used to remembering that after G comes A, and on the way down, F, E, D, C, B, A. Below A comes G. An extender question would be, well, if this is E and this is F, which it is, what's that note there? Is it G? And the answer is no, it isn't. G's here. There is a note in between. What is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I could talk about that another time. But for now, E and F, what this session's all about. You want to move on? Fine. Here's a little bit for the end. You'll have to play this a lot of times. I'm going to play a scale. It's called a Phrygian mode or Phrygian scale, starting on E and F, and I'm going to play and name the fret and string for the following notes. Here goes. E, string 4, fret 2. F, string 4, fret 3. G, string 3, open. A, string 3, fret 2. B, string 2, open. C, string 2, fret 1. D, string 2, fret 3. And finally, E, string 1, open. One more time. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, string 3, G, A, string 2, B, C, D, E. So there's a bit of an introduction to the Phrygian scale or Phrygian mode.